What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and I'm back at you again today. And it's Thursday, so it's time for another edition of This Week in the NFL. This is my favorite series to do that nobody watches. I'm saying that jokingly, but the views do not. They're not up there for this series. But shout out to all you guys who check this out every week and participate in the discussion. So let's get into it. Let's talk about last week. And I'm going to start off with my Philadelphia Eagles and Chip Kelly. Such a big disappointment. A great, close game. The worst performance from Nick Foles that I've seen since last year when he played against the Dallas Cowboys. But they hung in there. The defense played great. And we had a chance to win the game. 3rd and goal from the 1.5-yard line. And Chip Kelly he doesn't run the ball, and that was surprising. He pretty much has no faith in the backup makeshift offensive line that the Eagles have, and I don't know, I would have gave Shady at least one shot on 3rd down and then passed on 4th down, but, you know, that's not what he went for, and they ended up losing. So a tough loss. You know, at this mark in the season, I thought the Eagles would be 2-2, losing to the Colts and the 49ers. So to be 3-1 with the Rams this week and then the Giants at home Sunday Night Football, I think they have a really good chance to go 5-1 going into the bye week. The Giants, we'll talk about some NFC East teams here. They looked great against the Redskins, who looked great against us, to be honest, even though they lost. I still don't believe in the Giants. It might be a little hate in me because I'm an Eagles fan, but I just do not believe in the Giants. I think that they'll probably end up beating the they don't play the Texans. That's the Cowboys, so we'll talk about that in a moment. I think that the Falcons are going to beat the Giants, even though they don't play that good on the road. I don't believe in the Giants' defense. They look great against Kirk Cousins, like I said, but I don't know. We'll see. Let's talk about those Cowboys, though. They looked absolutely awesome against the Saints. Are the Cowboys for real, or are the Saints frauds? Let me know in the comment section. You know, I'll say this. The Cowboys, they do look good, but can they really keep this up all season? I don't believe so. I mean, why should I think otherwise? This team has been 8-8 or basically 500 for over a decade, so why, for any reason, would anybody believe that this year is going to be different? Jerry Jones is still the owner. Tony Romo still the quarterback. The only really big difference, which seems to be helping them out right now, is that Jason Garrett is not doing the play calling. So, I mean, if they stick with the run, they definitely have a good shot of continuing this success, but I just don't see it happening. So let's talk about this week's games. There's some pretty good ones on the schedule. The Panthers versus the Bears. I kind of think that's the battle of the confused teams. I was so ready to give Jay Cutler his prop Sunday. He started out really good. The Bears were up. And then all of a sudden, he just turned into the real Jay Cutler, throwing interceptions and turning the ball over, and the Jay Cutler face. I don't know, man. And the Panthers, I don't believe in them. I can't remember if I said this last week or in previous episodes, but their offense is just not going to be able to generate enough points, and the defense, I mean, they're not going to repeat what they did last year. They lost a lot in the secondary. Obviously, the Greg Hardy suspension is huge for them. I don't think that the Panthers are going to make the playoffs. I don't think they're going to win their division. I don't know who's going to win that division when you think about it, though. The Panthers kind of stink. The Saints stink. The Falcons can't win on the road, and there's no way that the Buccaneers are going to win that division. So I don't know. I think the winner of the NFC South is probably going to be like an 8-8 or 9-17. So let's move on to some other games. The Ravens against the Colts. I think the Colts are playing really, really good football. I mean, to be honest, they easily could have won that game against the Eagles, and they're 2-2 now. They take on the 3-1 Ravens. I'm kind of surprised at that record. I haven't really seen much of them other than the Thursday night game a couple weeks ago against the Steelers, but I think the Colts get this one. I believe they are at home. And then we got two teams coming off a bye week, the Denver Broncos at 2-1 and the undefeated Arizona Cardinals. I don't know if Carson Palmer is playing this game. I imagine he still is not. I don't really know his injury update or status right now. you guys can definitely let me know in the comments. But I think the Broncos should win this game. Peyton coming off a bye week. He's had extra time to study film, even though that didn't really work out for him in the Super Bowl last year. But I think the Broncos get the win. The Chiefs versus the 49ers. You know what I'm going to say about this game? This is a bold prediction, and maybe we'll remember to revisit it later on in the season. But I say the loser of the Chiefs and the 49ers does not make the playoffs. That's my bold, maybe not so bold prediction of the week. I still think the 49ers are in trouble. Their offense really struggled against a poor Philadelphia Eagles defense. So I don't know. I'm going to go with the 49ers winning that game, but I still think they're in trouble. I think the Patriots somehow, some way will right the I can't speak. Somehow they will right the ship this week and beat the Bengals, so I don't think there's going to be there's going to be no more undefeated teams at the end of this week. That's another prediction. And I think the Seahawks defense is really going to make Kirk Cousins look horrible on Monday Night Football. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm out. Peace.